G'day, legends. Crypto is doing the same thing it was doing the last couple of days, but there's been a few news things that I thought I'd bring to your attention. I'll show them to you. First one is I woke up this morning to this. That big one there, Ohm, is down 87.4%. As you can see, it went from $6.34 down to 43 cents. It's back up to 79 cents now. This seems to have been a rug pull, a scam, as it were. The company that is behind it, or the people behind this token, have sold all the tokens at once. Dropping the price. It was worth about $6 billion, and now it's down under $1 billion. So this has, caused a lot of pain. It's also reminded people that crypto is a bit of a gamble. There are people that will scam you. This one was, everyone thought this was a safe one. It was in the top 20. And I generally always, I say, oh yeah, top 20, you should be right. But this, every time we do get a big one of these, every couple of years, it reminds us that nothing is really safe apart from probably Bitcoin. So just keep that about you. Just another thing on buying this one. I'll go back. Just another thing on buying this one. I've gone in and bought these type of things in the past, and then they haven't survived. So if you're thinking about buying, just know that you could be throwing your hard-earned money down the toilet. But it also could be a good, it could work out if it bounces back. But a lot of these ones don't bounce back, and I've been bitten before trying that. So I'll be staying away from it. Then there was some good news, tariff-wise. So I'll read this to you. US stock markets expect to recover after Trump drops tariffs on mobiles, so as in mobile phones. Exemption seen as a climb down includes laptops and chips, is likely to help firms such as Apple and Nvidia. So this in the stock market, Apple and Nvidia stocks will probably go up on US Monday morning. US stock markets were expected to stage a recovery on Monday after Donald Trump excluded imports of smartphones and laptops from his tariff regime late on a Friday night. Shares in Apple and the chipmaker Nvidia were on course to soar after tariffs on their products imported into the US were lifted for 90 days. The temporary reprieve was widely seen as a climb down after the pressure from the Republican leaders concerned that the soaring costs of smartphones would spark a voter backlash. So on and so forth. We've got China at 145% tariff across everything that's US, and so they've responded that it's a small step towards seeing the trade fight between the world's two biggest economies, starting to stop. Obviously, you can read more of that if you want, but the basis of it is that Trump had come out and said he might do a 90-day pause, which that'll affect the Chinese, because it'll be a pause on a lot of their tech stuff. So phones, mobiles, laptops, chips, all that type of thing. If he pauses that, that's a majority of it's a lot of what they get from over there, which is part of why I was saying in my last video that these tariff wars can't keep going on for ages because they need each other. And so this is one thing that the Americans need. They need all the chips and the mobile phones and stuff because they don't make that stuff in America. So they actually need it. If you're just making, if you've got 125% tariff on you from China and vice versa, you're just going to be paying twice as much for a mobile phone in America. So yeah, it was never going to be long term, I don't think. There will be some things that stay maybe, or that are longer term, but these big tariffs on China were never going to last. Yeah, so that's the two bits of news that were substantially large. The scam that's turned out to be mantra or Ohm, and that Trump's, changing more tariff rules again. We might have. This could be a time we look back and go, this is where I made my money. So just don't lose hope. Nothing I ever say is financial advice, but I just like to, let people know that you could look back at this time and be like, I'm glad I held tight. I'm glad I didn't lose hope, because crypto, some forms of crypto, you'll look back. Oop, lost my camera. And some forms of crypto, you'll look back and 10 years, 15 years down the track, you'll have made a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, there will be some that you are holding. There will 100%. There'll be some that I'm holding that will go to zero. So you have to, keep your ear on what's going on. But just don't lose hope. That's another thing that for today. Just don't lose hope in these times where you sort of don't know what's going to happen. Tariffs are not that bad. This is where the fear and greed and the feel about the market is worse than the virus when it came out. It's worse. It's like the same levels as 2008. So, and this is all just over tariffs at a time when Bitcoin is 86,000 US. So it's really not that bad. All right, have a good one. Do something nice for someone else. Crypto Bogan out.